that a thing? Is that a thing? I don't think that we do. But, I mean, I guess 'tis the season. Be in the spirit. I don't know. All I know is that if you want to send me some freaking flowers, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a lady too.
I think this is working on YouTube, but if not, I'll figure it out after the fact. I know we are still live on Instagram.
And we are. We should be. And y'all tapping the screen because y'all liking this. Y'all liking this podcast that we got going on here. Go ahead and follow Mighty Funny.
Yes, watching us on Instagram, go ahead and give us some hearts, tap your screen, give us some shares, give us some love. We appreciate you. Sis already introduced herself. I will go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Faris. I go by a couple different names, and honestly speaking, I don't think anybody actually calls me Faris unless, like, they're mad at me.
Oh.
And that would be, my husband calling me Faris.
Oh.
It's hun, babe. When your spouse or significant other calls you by your name, it's a problem. You normally have pet names at work for whatever reason. Nobody can get my first name correct. I always get referred to as my last name, but that's neither here nor there. You have your own nickname for me. My sister calls me Jones. My brother calls me Pharaoh Gico. So again, but my name is Faris. That is my name that my father gave me upon birth. I am 40. I will be 41 this summer. I love birthdays. I think birthdays should be national holidays. I think everybody should have a huge birthday celebration for themselves. I actually started planning mine already. We're looking forward to yours in March.
Woo! Millennial Tour. Be there or be square. All right? Or be squared. It's going to be a bop.
But like I said, so a few years ago, technically 4 years ago, we had the idea to start discussing things about the world. And I think it's kind of funny that, did we have the same president back then? No, we had a different one. That was right after, on the way out. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're here now. We appreciate you being here now, whether you're watching us live or you are watching the playback on any of our social medias. We appreciate you. So we're going to go ahead and dive in on the topic for tonight. And I wore this top to be very apropos. The topic is Valentine's Day, and I actually purposely bought this shirt for Galentine's Day. A little outing that we're having next week, actually. Time is flying. It really is.
We're doing a what now?
What do you mean?
I
swear you keep the group chat on mute and you just ignore.
I don't. I read it and then I forget.
Thursday, February 13th is Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it here because I don't need people popping up, but we will talk about, we have plans.
Oh.
It's like 5-6 of us.
Oh.
Yes.
Here?
No, we're going out.
Oh. I don't remember it. Dang it!
Put it in your calendar.
Oh, man.
But this is why I have to remind you.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so we'll just go ahead and continue to go with the background information. I am the eldest sister, the eldest daughter, and technically speaking, in the African-American household, the eldest daughter is the manager. Hence, having to manage the baby of the family. She's the youngest of 6 of us, who apparently didn't know she agreed to, and or forgot that she agreed to do like such as.
Yes, in like such as South Africa, I surely did.
I'm doing what, when, how, where?
Wait, exactly. You didn't constantly remind me for the past few days. I don't know what's happening.
Yes. So,
I know about.
And hopefully you can go because I already paid for it. You didn't pay me back yet, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, what are we doing? Oh my God! Now I'm excited.
We're going wine tasting. Well, it's like
true, right? I forgot.
See what I deal with? See what I deal with?
Oh, baby, I got you.
No, I actually have a child. This apparently was my first one.
I forgot.
Almost 32.
You're right. I
still
forgot.
have to manage her social calendar.
Dang.
Did you remember to go to work?
I did what?
Did you remember to go to work?
I mean,
I didn't tell you to go.
That's the only thing I can remember to do. Whether I get there on time is another situation in question.
That'll matter.
Just, right.
I'm here, okay?
You're lucky.
I'm here to manage. I managed to get here.
Yeah, and almost every day. So, yeah.
But yes, so Valentine's Day, I do have a couple of little factoids that I wrote down, which actually I was educated some things I didn't know, and I'll dive into them as we go on. But it is a international holiday. It is celebrated around the world. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people are indifferent and don't care about it. people have all types of experiences with the holiday, both positive and negative. It is actually one of the biggest days to either A, get proposed to, or B, get married. Shout out to the bro and the sis in love. They're actually hitting their golden wedding anniversary this year.
All you September babies. Got you. September.
What?
Nope. September.
No.
October. November.
September is December.
November babies. That's all you November babies, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, what sign is that?
Depending, it might be a Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know what the beginning of November is.
So I guess anybody born in beginning of November.
I don't know what y'all sign is, but the
Your
end
dad
of
got
November, y'all
lucky?
Sagittarius.
I got lucky on St. Patrick's. Well, I'm saying St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh.
On Valentine's Day. St. Valentine's Day.
It says December would be St. Patrick's Day, wouldn't it?
No, why are you all over the place?
I don't know.
Can you not count?
February and
September
March.
babies are December got lucky. I unfortunately had to, when I sat and figured out, okay, my birthday's at the end of June, and that equated to my father, I think, got something, I think it was like Thanksgiving, or that might have been Eugene in August. It was his birthday. That's what it was. September to June is 9 months. Yeah.
Oh, well.
September to August is 9 months of Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
So I was just like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. I've accepted that. They were married.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Right, yeah. Oh, jeez.
But apparently, again, that's another day. That's something else that happens on the day. You get lucky. It is what it is. And that's normally, I guess, what the girl gets her to. Like, oh, she gets flowers and candies, and you get some. So,
I mean, but I
don't.
don't.
To that trip,
right. I don't think that's enough, because I can get that. I can get that any day of the week. All right, give me something else memorable. Jeez, give me. I don't know. Give me some sneakers.
So we can dive into that. What would be? I'm gonna pose the question 2 ways. What would be a perfect Valentine's Day for you to receive, and what would you think would be a good one for you to give?
I mean, well, now you got me sitting here thinking about things I'll never do. Let's see.
This would be perfect, but I'm never doing it.
It would be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect, but I'm never doing anything.
That'll be the extent of how far
Shoot. Oh, my goodness.
You're done.
Here.
Riley said that day she might maybe. That day never came.
I was so mad. Stupid. I can't. All right, so one to get. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess that day would be like a cater to me all type of day. You know what I'm saying? Like, make me breakfast, maybe. Maybe get me like a hat. And maybe some sneakers. And maybe a bouquet of $100. You know how they be doing that? Like,
our cousin makes them. Shout out to our cousin Ty. She makes those flower bouquets. Go ahead.
What else? I mean, like, and then, like, just catering to me all day. You making sure that when I come home, my vegetable sticks are already there for me to, smoke upon. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I think about a good Valentine's Day would be, because I'd probably be working most of the time on those days anyway. So, like, when I come home, just everything all good, dinner there, house clean, clothes washed, right?
You want somebody to wash your clothes?
I mean, just that day.
Okay, I was just asking a question.
Just that day. Because, like, look, all right. So, here's the thing, right?
So, are we intentionally building up laundry because we know Valentine's Day is coming and someone's going to wash them for us?
Only if I get mad. Only if we had an argument beforehand.
Only if we're being petty.
Yeah, only if we're being... Exactly. Because, because if that's the case, I'm piling up laundry, I'm piling up dishes.
So, what I'm taking from your statement is, for you personally, what you would like to receive on a relationship holiday is acts of service.
Yeah.
That's one of your love languages.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what would you think you would do for your significant other?
Man, well, that's a hard thought, right? That's
Cater to me, and I'm not thinking about you.
I'm not saying I'm not thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that, because I could do like stuff. But like,
That
like
is the least specific answer ever.
I know, right? Because like, all right, so my thing about it is, right, like, I can make my girl feel special, like I can take her out, I can like go do something that she wants to do, you know what I'm saying? Like if you like art, maybe we go to like the art museum or something or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I know like I could do things to make you feel special that day, but it's like for me, you really gotta kind of work up to that type of thing for me to do that for you, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I'm just not at that point yet. I'm just like, let's go. You know.
You have
But
to wait.
but
Okay. Well, ultimately, I mean, that makes sense. What you were saying in regards to this is what you would like. You're not really in the mindset yet of what you would per se do for someone else, just because you're not there currently or in a relationship.
Because I've done now. I've done. And it's been years since I have did something. But like, just I don't know. I'm like I'm a tit for tat person.
I like the concept and the idea of the acts of service. I'm not like a stuff person. Like I'm not big on people buying me things or spending like crazy amount of money, but I'm definitely big on feeding me. Like, yes, you can take me out to eat or you can pay for whatever food. Restaurants are insane. Valentine's Day and Mother's Day are the two biggest restaurant holidays, at least in America. I remember a million years ago when Ying was still working in restaurants, and it was like I always joked that I was the side chick because I had to get the day before or the day after Valentine's Day because he worked on Valentine's Day. But yeah, it's a very big restaurant holiday, and some people that don't like crowds or don't like being around people sometimes will take the day before or the day after, even just to avoid the hubbub of restaurants being crowded on the very specific day.
They said side chick day. No, that was side chick day.
I also feel like it depends on the stage you're at in your relationship. I feel like it's a little bit more pressure in the beginning. Like it's just this expectation.
Yeah,
of,
right. As
if balloons or rent a room and rose petals trail or in the tub, whatever it may be. It's like once you're like an old married couple, you're just like again happy. Whatever. Here's a little something. I actually bought Ying the new Final Fantasy game a couple weeks ago. It was like Happy Valentine's Day. That's what he wanted. So cool. It doesn't have to be all over the top. I do also like. Whether it's handwritten notes or like a nice message, whatever it might be, something you can keep to like go back and reflect on, like those type of things. That's are like thoughtful or effort, not just I don't even like roses. I actually
you hate them. You like tulips.
I think thank you. I think they're the most cliche flowers. So it's just like my girl's now let me just go get her some roses, or it's a holiday, let me get you some roses. It's like no,
don't give me a real flower. Don't go give me a real flower.
You don't like real flowers?
It's not that I don't like real flowers, but like if you're like I want you to have this flower for like because this is like a token of my love or affection. That shit's gonna die if it's real. Okay, so give me a fake one.
So the love is gonna die.
Yeah. This shit wilted, actually. Over a course
So she's saying get her the Beauty and the Beast rose that doesn't have the petals that fall. Get her a forever one.
Yeah, do that. Because, I mean, you gotta understand, see, I'm a Pisces, and everything has a meaning. So as the rose wilts, so does our love. Every petal.
She hates me.
Yeah, right? She
I hate
hates
her
me
too.
more. You're stupid.
I really hate her. She gets on my nerves.
Oh, that was the bouquet of flowers I got last Valentine's Day.
I guess I love her too.
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
Well, what are some of you guys, what do you guys think that you would like to receive or a good Valentine's Day for you? Drop it in the comments. We will read it later. We can review it in other videos or segments or snippets. I will also like to just throw it back real quick. Valentine's Day actually did derive from actual saints. There was two, so it's a bit of a contention to confirm which Saint Valentine it was. There was.
Oh, I was just joking too. I thought it was Saint Valentine.
It
is that his name?
Yes.
Oh, see, I was joking. Wow. I thought it would be like Saint Joseph or something, and then we call him Valentine.
Joseph of Valentine.
Yeah, right, exactly, right.
The name of the city he was from. No, they were actually Saint Valentine of Rome and Saint Valentine of Terni. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but either way, it goes back to the 1300s or something like that. Saint Valentine of Rome, He was known for marrying soldiers back when it was actually illegal to get married as a soldier. If you were a soldier, you were not allowed to get married.
Wow.
So he performed illegal marriage ceremonies for soldiers. So that was part of the mythology behind maybe, Valentine's Day is based off of him.
How are you not allowed to get married if you're a soldier? Which I get, but then again, if your soldier isn't getting married, there's no young boys being born to go back into the army. So I don't know. Anyway,
I didn't make the rules.
All right.
Saint Valentine of Terni, he actually helped Christians escape from Roman prisons, and the story is that he fell in love with the prison owner or whatever's daughter, because he would always visit, and she helped him get these prisoners out. So again, whichever one you want to say, either St. Valentine of Rome or St. Valentine of Terni, that is where the love associated with St. Valentine comes from. And that's actually, both stories are pretty interesting. They kind of, are rebels who went against both the Roman Empire, who went against the law for love, which is pretty cool. If you look at, today's society.
sedate society.
Where, even back historically speaking, and it's not that far long ago, races couldn't marry interracially. Obviously, same-sex marriage wasn't a thing, even though they're trying to get rid of that again. But either way, it's pretty cool to see that even going back hundreds of thousands of years, there has always been people who, I guess, stood on the right side of love and felt like love is love. And if you want to get married, get married. What the heck do we care? I never understood that. If you want to get married, what do I mean, obviously we all need to be legal age and do the right thing, but other than that, go ahead and do what you want to do. What's it to me?
Right.
But yeah, it didn't really become commercialized until the 1800s, which actually seems crazy to think it even went that far back, but that was when the Valentine's Day cards were first mass produced.
In schools? For kids to give out in schools?
No.
Those with the little pieces of candy? With the little Smarties on it?
Yes, that was actually one of the little factoids too. Children make out or benefit most from Valentine's Day as its current iteration, because they exchange Valentines in school and they end up with candy stuff, which actually, like my child's school, you're not allowed to send any type of food or candy. So it's like a toy or a pencil or something along those lines and a card.
Give him one of those grubby erasers that never work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Which reminds me, here I had book fair today, and I literally messaged the teacher and I drilled in his head, you're getting books. Books. Do not come home with 7 erasers and bubbles and whatever other stupid stuff that they sent, that they sell at the book fair.
Yeah.
And you got 3-4 new books. I was like, thank you. I was not a eraser to be found.
Gosh, right. Goodness gracious, he would have got all the erasers.
But yeah, so me personally, I think if you're doing any type of holiday or celebrating specifically with a significant other, or even if it is like Valentine's Day, which you can dive into that as well, any type of gift exchange, it's best to just know the person that you're gifting, and what would mean something to them, what would be something that they actually enjoy, and not just go with whatever you found at the drugstore on the day of because you ran in there and grabbed a little heart-shaped box of chocolates.
Or we get you something that I like, right? I'm gonna get you, right?
You don't like it?
Yeah, right. Oh no, right? So sad. I'll hold on to it for you.
Like I said, with liking and the video game type thing, which is this is something that he likes, it's something that he would enjoy, so that is what I will actually purchase for you because you will enjoy it, and you also get enjoyment on it beyond just this actual holiday. It's not just something that's going to just be specifically consumed on that specific holiday. So I think, like I said, even with Valentine's Day or any type of event that I host or gathering I host, I always try to have little gifts and trinkets and think of who I am gifting to. It's funny because me personally, like I said, I'm anti-stuff, and I'm not really big on people buying me things. And I don't really know where that derives from, because I actually been there being trying to talk about how come I don't want people buying me stuff. But that's another subject. We can talk about that on another show. But my point being is, I've actually been told I'm ungrateful because people will buy me random stuff that okay, well, what am I supposed to do with this?
You mean they'll buy you one dish towel and wonder what it is that you'll do with that?
Fall off my seat.
Where will you place the one decoration? Yeah,
and
right.
I was thank you. What am I supposed to do with this? And it'll be put away, never to be seen again, and or not to sound whatever. I'm big on donating okay, bye. I'm anti stuff like, okay, you bought me something that I did not ask for specifically and or I didn't want, I didn't use. That tells me that you either don't know me, didn't care enough to ask. Like, you could ask me, I will tell you. I'll have a whole list. Here you go, here's my Amazon wish list. But when it comes to like gifting or receiving a gift, it's like I feel like the whole purpose is to know the person well enough to buy them something that they would like, enjoy, use, and not just something pointless. And to be like, oh, well, if I don't enjoy it or if I don't like it or I'm standing here questioning why did you buy this for me, it's like, okay, well, now I feel like I'm ungrateful and didn't appreciate it, but it's like, I feel like you wasted your money. Like, you could just gave me the money for all that.
I'm going to just take it, sit it down somewhere and look at it and go,
Where's the receipt? I'll go exchange it for something I want. But again, everybody has their own point of view when it comes to like gifting and things like that. And I've also been I've been in my specific relationship almost 19 years now, so there's ups and downs in regards to financial availability and what you have and what you can do. So there could be a time, like I said, where you spend $90 buying a new video game, or you gotta run to Dollar Tree and buy a balloon and some M&Ms.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So here's my thing, right? Here's also another thing about Valentine's Day, birthdays, holidays. I don't care what you call it, if it's supposed to be a special occasion, right? I am not going to stunt. Right? I ain't gonna act like I got money that I don't got, right? And I let everybody know. Listen, I pay bills, I pay real bills, and I go to work to pay those bills. And my bills come first, me second, you last. Like, I ain't got time. And then what really kills me is the ones who like, all right, because then you see like, they be going all out, like you said, like the hotel room and the roses and the balloons and the candles and the flowers and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. But then it's, oh, well, you remember when I spent such and such for you, la, da, 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 da. And remember when this had happened and I didn't even have money to do it like that. And yet I still did it for you, da, 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 da. And I had to go get another second job so I could start paying.
Throwing it in your face.
Oh, boy. I go get a second job just so I could like make money to help provide for you. But then you was a straight stunner. You was caught lying. So like, and now it's just I'm not doing that.
That's another part of it too. When you have an industry commercialized holiday, and you're gonna have price gouging. Because I used to work in hotels back in the day, and it could be February the 12th, the room was, $60. The 13th is $99. Okay, now the 14th is $299. And it's just like, okay, like you're saying, it's a difference if it's like very something significant, like it's your anniversary, like you're adding things on to top of it, or whether it's a significant anniversary, significant birthday, and you're making it a point to save and budget for that, but do not overextend yourself trying to do something for someone else and then try to throw it in their face after the fact. Especially if it was pointless, because like I said, it just makes more sense to do something meaningful. If you're gonna do anything, period.
Right, that word.
Do something within your means, and it's just a not say a made up holiday, but that's what it is. It's literally intended. Okay, Christmas is over. We need another little boon to the economy. What can we make people go spend money on? Okay, they're gonna go out to eat. They're gonna buy a bunch of little crappy random gifts. And cool, that'll hold us over until they go out drinking on St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patty's Day, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
And yeah, so St. Patrick's, keep saying St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, because it's
Valentine's
my birthday.
Day.
And we
can turn it up. It's actually a $26 billion industry, billion with a B. They got y'all out here spending billions of dollars to show Bay that you love them. Again, it's also specific to whoever you're with and whatever their love language is, how they want to be shown that they're loved and appreciated. Everybody has a different point of view. The same way, like, people want flowers delivered to their job or something, and on those specific days.
Oh my gosh, now I have to go get this shit in my car.
Well, not even that. It's like you're showing off for your coworkers. Yeah. Like, it's not necessary. And on top of that, again, now it's just an added expense because it's Valentine's Day, it costs $50, $60, $70 extra to have it delivered on that day. The same with, dining reservations are more limited, or they might now require a deposit. They might have some special menu that costs whatever. It's just literally about money, and when you get away from the point of the holiday, or what's supposed to be the root of it, which is showing others that you love and care for them, it's kind of pointless.
See, I'm picking the dandelions out my yard.
Not the weeds.
I'm picking the dandelions and the milkweeds.
She loves me.
You're right.
She loves it. I would shrivel it up.
I'm getting the dandelions under the puffballs. See, they're gonna blow it away. there goes I love the wind.
That's Which actually, I'll go ahead. Just some of my memorable Valentine's Day with my husband. Like, I will never forget. Well, actually, it wasn't Valentine's Day, but I'm just going to bring it up because I'm thinking about it. I think it was our wedding anniversary. And again, I'm not a stuff person, and I like stuff less. Instead of just buying me flowers, he bought me, it was like a potter plant or a potter container of tulip bulbs.
Oh.
And it was like maybe 4 or 5 of them, and it was delivered to my job, which was cute too. But I got to watch them grow from the bulbs at my desk. Like, that was so cute.
That's
like
cool.
right, and then I could
Yeah.
replant them because they're bulbs.
Yeah.
And I actually replanted them out here. Again, I think it was our anniversary, but either way, and it was like cute because it was just like, oh, our love grows over the years. Like, these flowers will
Yeah.
grow. Like, it was the cutest thing ever.
Right, something that grows, not something that's dying. Right. There you
I mean,
go.
well, it was still.
I know, but it was growing first,
and
right?
Then they come back. They're annuals.
So there you go.
But yeah, either way, like I'm big on, like I said, I even, like, right now I have a post on my little desk that, I like handwritten notes. I like, are very sarcastic with each other. That's one of our love languages.
Oh, sarcasm.
And I was just like, how come you don't ever write me love letters? And then I just randomly went to, I think it was on either my phone, he stuck it somewhere, whatever, I don't remember where he stuck it, but it literally said, you get on my nerves, but I still love you. And then I had, like, years ago, and I took a picture of it because it came up on my memories the other day. It was like the end of the year, and the job we used to work at, we would, like, the last 2 weeks of the year, we'd be done work for the year. Like, you didn't have to work, you were off. They shut down. But either way, I still had to go because, like, he had more PTO than I did. So I might have had, like, another day to go. And I got in my car, and, like, right on my little dash was, like, I miss you already. Enjoy your last day of work. It was, like, a cute note. So it's just, like, again, stuff like that is what I care about. But that's also the purpose of knowing the person that you are gifting. And even in the vein of Valentine's Day, like, I have my best friend Debbie, she writes handwritten card, like, she literally makes the card by hand, and then she writes like, I'm literally in tears, like, oh yeah, look what she wrote.
Okay.
And I keep them, and, when I get Mr. or whatever it may be, I go grab them back out, and I'm just like, stuff like that, because again, it's like she now knows me and knows that this is something that I'm going to cherish. Like, no, I don't need you to buy me anything. I work. Like you said, we got money. We can spend our money on what we choose to spend our money after we pay these Williams. Let alone, I always feel weird about people buying me stuff. So just like, meh. But you can feed me, like I already said. You can go ahead and pay for that food. But doing something sentimental, doing something that shows that you're thinking about me, that you're caring about me, that you actually, have me in mind, and it's not just something that's just go and spend some money. Those are the type of things that mean something to me. Just to dive into another little random fact about Valentine's Day, XOXO, which we all know to mean, or we all believe it to mean, hugs and kisses. That is not what it initially or originally meant. The X actually initially stood for the Christian cross, which I never knew that till today when I made it a point to go look up some facts about Valentine's Day. So an X stood for the Christian cross, and if anyone signed their letter or their note, whatever, with an X, it was symbolizing an oath, meaning whatever they had wrote before they signed it, which kind of makes sense because there wasn't always signatures. You weren't always signing your name. You would note it with an X.
Right, true.
And that was the Christian cross saying, this is the oath that I've taken. So in more recent times of taking it back to like the 1400s is when it transitioned over into X meaning hugs and O meaning kisses, so it's hugs and kisses. But again, it's kind of funny how like you realize a lot of our history, and even like Valentine's Day or a lot of even these holidays, they're either based in original pagan festivals that then transitioned into Christianity things.
Yeah. Honestly.
You seem like you have an opinion there.
No, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Because then, heathens. But then almost every freaking holiday is
That's
a
what I'm
pagan
saying.
holiday. So, have at it. And then when people are like, oh, I don't celebrate Halloween. Well, don't celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate Easter. Don't celebrate none of the things that come about, right? Religious holidays.
Well, that's like, what is it? Jehovah's Witnesses, they only acknowledge wedding anniversaries. They don't acknowledge any other holiday, birthdays, and none of that. There's no holidays in Jehovah's Witnesses aside from your wedding anniversary.
Well, they took it too far. No, okay, they took it too far. I have a birthday. I don't care what you
Which is
say.
funny because when I used to have created my spa, the number of non-birthday spa parties I did for little girls because they were Jehovah's Witnesses, I still thought it was funny. Like, they would still celebrate, but they would just make it a point to be like, this is not a birthday. We're not singing happy birthday. We're not birthday. We're just celebrating your existence. Like, okay, just say
So then it's a birthday.
birthday.
It's the day you entered into the world. Birthday. Got
Look
you.
it up. Which I don't know. If there's this girl. I can't recall her name, but I follow her on social media. Like she always dances, but she was like making a point that like apparently people have like an argument about saying is it your birth month or the month of your birth? And it was just like, okay, well you have a birthday. That's the day you were born, right? Your birthday.
Yeah. Oh, day
You
of
have a
conception.
birth year. That was the year you were born. So you should have a birth month because you were born in that month. And people like, people like, oh, well, it's my birthday month. I get the whole month.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, you don't get a month. You get a year. It's just like, no. If you could say I have a birthday because this is the day I was born. I have a birth year because this is the year I was born. You should be able to say I have a month.
Well, yeah, of course. Because I mean, what if you just born on the third on the 17th of 92? All right, I'm gonna say 92 because I don't want y'all to know what my actual birthday
You
is.
already said what year, how old you were.
I know, but if y'all can't do quick maths, then that makes it better for me, right? But either which way, but either which way, like I'm not just gonna be like, oh, like because then it's like, oh, the 17th of whatever year, and it's like, all right, but the 17th of what? Just the 17th, but the 17th of what?
Well, my
the
thing, I
17th.
feel like people were trying to tell you can't have a birth month. That means like
But
I
that's-
should only acknowledge and celebrate it on that actual day. And it's like there's people that want to celebrate with you and might not have availability on that day, but they might have it the week before, the week after, some other time in the month. So we finna celebrate the
Listen,
month.
When I had to write it down on whatever documentation for work government, it says day, month, year. Okay? All right?
That part.
It's-
So that means I get a
Day, month,
I get
year.
a day.
All right? I'm not
I
just
get a
putting day, year.
Now we finna start doing year. It's my
Yes.
birth year.
Listen.
Can you imagine? I feel like I'm celebrating the whole year. We are so off topic, but that's what we do.
I'm crying.
But you guys can drop in the comments too. What do you feel about celebrating birth months? We can talk about that another thing. And again, everybody has their own opinion about birthdays and the extent of how they should be celebrated. Some people don't like celebrating. Some people don't like celebrating any holidays. It's just like, oh, it's commercialized. It's just made up. They might do it to appease someone else, but they personally are not into it. But again, everybody has their own opinions and their own feelings on things,
Yeah.
and we're allowed to because
Right.
we're human.
My feeling is if I'm going to do it for me, if nobody else will, right? That's a birthday. That's a holiday. That'll be Valentine's Day. That'll be any day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do for me.
We're actually we're doing a family Valentine's Day this year because we have the kids. We're going to go see the new Captain
going to.
America.
I'm going to. I was already going to do that on the 14th
Oh,
of
you're going, I
February.
thought you're just going.
No, I was
You're
already
like, now I'm
planning
missing you
on
3 days
going.
in a row. We're doing Galentine's.
That's what I'm saying.
We're doing Captain
Yes.
America. Then we're going to medieval times.
Yes, right. Yes, that's what I'm
Weekend
saying.
with the sis. Look, Galentine's into family time.
Yes, I was already going to go see
Like when
that.
you're a parent, sometimes it just work out that way. You don't be having. That's like I always wonder about things like that too. Like if you have kids or like are you always like getting a babysitter? And what if the babysitter want to try to have plans for Valentine's Day? Or like if the babysitter is your parents and like the grandparents like, look, we trying to have our own like how does that work out?
I guess none of y'all have
And
no
if I
Valentine's
was a
Day.
babysitter, I would charge extra on how.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's a special day. Okay, well my rate is double.
definitely. I surely will. Shoot, he said it's going up to $20 an hour now. Thank
$20?
you.
No, that's who's making $20 as a babysitter?
I don't know. I've never
It's
been
like
a babysitter.
30, 35.
Oh shoot! So there you
Nowadays, maybe when back in the day.
I was 60.
I mean, I didn't get paid to babysit. I was voluntold.
Ah.
That's what happens when you're the oldest daughter, and you can stay home and watch your siblings. Me and your father are going out, but there's no buts, Ferris.
I'm crying.
It's fine. We won't unpack my childhood trauma on the show. But that was all the little historical background facts. Oh no, I talked about the mass production of cars. It was actually a woman, and it was purposefully done to increase morale throughout the country when she decided to do it because it was right after a pandemic of the Spanish flu, which kind of seems strange because it's like, okay, pandemic of Spanish flu, where people kind of like with COVID, people were supposed to stay home, people are supposed to social distance, but now we're mass producing cars and mailing them like germs.
I'm crying.
And there was no Lysol.
COVID.
So
That was the
Spanish
beginning of it,
flu,
actually.
Like, what are we doing?
I'm crying.
But that was the purpose of it, and it was also slightly different because they were more ornate, adding ribbons and beading and pearls and things to the cards. That was me. That's what made them Valentine's Day cards. What is the face?
That's a lot of work. Like,
Yes, back in the day.
oh yeah, right. There was no TV. My bad. If you had to be entertained
I don't
somehow.
think there was radio. Like,
Oh,
you had
wow.
to wait for the postman.
I'm crying.
Mr. Postman, do I have an email?
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Hey, Mr. Postman. I don't know the lyrics.
I'm crying.
But yeah, that is really it. Unless something else you want to say about this awesome, amazing topic of Valentine's Day. It is, in case y'all forgot, or need a reminder, or need to just forward this video to your significant other. It is next Friday, okay? Y'all got a little over a week, about a week and a half.
And I still won't remember until the day of. I'm like, oh, dang it.
I mean, I don't have to remind you about that because I'm going to remind you about Valentine's Day, which is the day before.
Right.
Valentine's Day is normally celebrated the day before Valentine's Day, so it's Thursday. It's a Thursday this year, February 13th.
Yeah.
We have plans.
Okay.
6 p.m.
Oh, 6. 6
Sharp.
o'clock.
Do I need to pick you up too? She has punctuality issues.
Yo.
She's
you
on
know,
time this evening, which I appreciated.
You know
She
what? I
texted me, like,
tried.
7 minutes before I'm on my way, and it's a good thing you live 2 minutes away.
Right, true, right? I was whatever. You know, I swear it's like an anxiety that I've gotten in the military or something, right? And I'm gonna put that out there, right? Punctuality.
But but that should make you timely, not late.
Because it makes me anxious. And then I'm like, oh, what if I forget something? Oh, I gotta do this, or I gotta do that. And then I'm like, you know,
That seems backwards, though.
And you know what? I don't know, but I feel like it started in
I
the
feel like,
military.
again, you are purposely rebelling against the concept.
I-
Like, they try to make me be on time, and I'm not going to.
But, like, I'm not doing it on purpose because, like, I'd be up and awake and ready in plenty of enough time and plenty of enough time.
What was the reason?
What was the I don't know. Dead ass. Like, I say it all the time. Like, it's like I'll be up ready in enough time, right? And I'll sit there and I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, all right, it's time to go. All right, cool. Well, let me do this first. All right, cool. Well, then let me do that first. All right, make sure I got the keys. There'll be times, right? Once again, I'm up ready to go, right? I'm out the door. Boom, I'm halfway down the street and I ain't got my
I
wallet.
know. That's why whenever you get in my car, I give you, like, a checklist. Do you have this? And sometimes you gotta go back in the house.
And it's insane. It's literally insane.
Am I a part of the problem? Am I enabling you?
It's not that. It's this cranium right here who is always prepared but never prepared. So I gotta go back, and that's what takes up time. See, it's never my fault. It's not. It's never my fault.
The first step to recovery is admitting that you have a problem. Here, I'm gonna hold your hand when
Oh,
I say this.
I've admitted it. I just can't fix it.
Hold your hand when I tell you this.
Yeah, right.
You are the problem.
Oh,
I get anxious as I'm going to be late, and the funny thing about it is, this year specifically, I said I'm going to start being late to things, and I actually was, but it was unintentional. And I got so anxious in the process of doing so, it made me, like, angry. Like, I'm road rage driving. I get there and I'm, like, overly apologetic. And they're like, it's cool. Like, no, we didn't even start yet. I'm like, but I'm me. I'm always, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be unacceptable. I have to, Paris, it's normally, you know, oh, you can set your watch to Paris. Now I'm like, nah, I'll get there because I'll host something. If I say it starts at 6, at 6, it is started. The food, we're not waiting on the corn.
Oh, crying.
The food is done and hot and ready at whatever time I say. But I realize that that's also my own internal anxiety from, again, our childhood of a mother who time was just a concept. It wasn't real. It wasn't anything she had to adhere to. It was just, you got there when you got there. You sat and waited for her as long as you sat and waited for her.
Gosh. See,
and I
and this
never
is also
wanted
a
anybody
thing,
to
'cause-
experience that from me. And then it was also like a secondhand embarrassment. Like, I'm a child. I can't control what time my parent got me here, nor I can't control what time my parent came to get me, but I'm still embarrassed. I have no control, but I'm embarrassed. So as an adult, I don't ever want to be that way. And then I'm also like, it also relates into to being prepared in advance. Like, Yeah, my kid got to send Valentine's in next Thursday because these geniuses, they're going to go to school Friday on Valentine's Day, nor that Monday. I said, these teachers think they slick.
What?
They're off for President's Day, and then they took the Friday before. I'll talk about teachers in service.
Oh,
Y'all just trying to get your weekend started early. But anyway, he needs to send Valentine's in on the 13th. I bought his Valentine's Day cards and things like a month ago, like over a month ago. Like, I'm not waiting until, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, no, we have it. It's ready to go. I already prepped, had him write his name. Like, but that's again.
see, she's prepared. I would have lost them by that point.
I know exactly where they are.
Yep.
I'm
mine
organized
would have been
too.
lost.
That's the
Like,
same way for my birthday, which I already said this the other week, but in case you didn't know, again, my birthday's coming in June, and I'm throwing myself a prom for my 41 WON birthday. I said I was gonna wait till I turned 45, but I said, why wait? Let's enjoy, let's celebrate now. I started buying things for the party. I got like the balloon backgrounds, I got the inserts for the balloons, I got like the gift bag things, I got the candles, I got my tiara, I got my gown, and I purposely bought, like I didn't buy it, excuse me, I already had it, like an empty bin in my basement, and I threw all the stuff in there. So now when it's time to start getting it together at the end of May and into June, I know where everything is. It's together. And I do the same thing for Christmas. I don't wait to Christmas shop until like October, November. Like I buy stuff throughout the year for people as I see it. Like, oh, Chrissy will like this. This one will like this. And I stick it in the Christmas bin that stays next to my Christmas decorations. So now when it's time to put the Christmas decorations up, here's all the gifts. And that's actually how Hero ended up with like 12 Lego sets. Because I forgot that I had bought so many throughout the year. And I was like, oh, look at this one. He didn't have any duplicates.
Thankfully.
But he had a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, we don't need no Legos for a good long while.
I'm
We're
crying.
good.
I'm absolutely crying.
But yeah, we thank you guys for joining us this evening. We're gonna wrap it up a bit early. We thank you for joining. Please hop in our comments. Tell us know how you enjoyed the show tonight. Please like. Please follow. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please share our posts so that your friends and families and followers can come to get to know us and enjoy us just like hopefully you did. We will be back. Again, we're on twice a month live, but we will always be posting on all of our social media platforms. But we will be back here live on Tuesday, February the 18th. I have no clue what we're going to be talking about yet.
No idea.
But that is actually Riley's homework. She can come up with the next topic. So tell her what we should talk about on Tuesday, February the 18th at 6 p.m. You can
let it be controversial.
Let it be.
Let it be controversial.
Let it be.
Yeah, right?
Let it be. I mean, we
What'll
are
make
in
y'all
Black
mad?
History Month. Who knows? We could decide to talk about something crazy might happen. Something crazy.
Right? Cause y'all see them planes?
Happen.
Y'all see them planes crashing
Did
lately?
you see
Like,
the post? I said a dragon could fly in the sky, and I'd be surprised, but not surprised.
yeah, right. It's the never-ending story.
Like,
You know.
Look, winter is coming.
Wow.
The dragons have returned.
Call me Daenerys Targaryen.
Swish, swish.
Swish, swish, right? She was the first swish, swish. I don't care. Yeah, she was swish.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll be
God.
back Tuesday, February 18th, 6 p.m. live on Mighty Funny's Instagram and our YouTube channel as well. We will also be posting on our TikTok and our Facebook. You can find us on all of these platforms at Mighty Funny 3 and or just Mighty Funny. Look us up. It is me, your girl Ferris, and
Right,
my
Fox.
6. And we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Please give us some comments. Please give us some feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, love, all of those things.
Hit that screen. Tap that button.
If you're watching us on Instagram Live, just touch your screen a couple of times. That gives us some engagement. Let us know that you're there. We appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. And hopefully you enjoyed yourselves because we enjoyed ourselves. We are very happy to be back. You see we got some signage out. Like, well, you got upgraded. We fancy now.
We fancy, huh?
Because we realized things are out there getting mighty funny. And nowadays, in today's society, people, like, I'm so happy I work from home because I don't really be out and about with those type of things, like such as, and people be saying crazy stuff. Even though I was out today and I looked over and I said, did you see that in the chat? Go look at the group chat. Anywho, the next time you are out and about and somebody wants to say, do, or just be on some shenanigans, all you gotta do is look at them and say, Mighty funny. We thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you in 2 weeks, Tuesday, February the 18th, 6 p.m. right here on Instagram and YouTube. Hope you guys have an
TikTok.
awesome one. See you next time.
All right.